You can support this show at patreon.com/ASAPodcasting. Hello, welcome back. Skyrim Addict podcast. Maybe 209, I think, actually. I'm Michael, here with Juan.
Hello.
And Victor.
Good evening.
And Ray.
Yeah, hello.
And we're doing a little Saints and Seducers. And then we'll also get back into the other games we're playing as well, surprisingly. I think I'm playing the exact same game I was last time. And Victor has a list, and
it's got stuff on it.
It's got stuff on it.
Wow, we're like organizing stuff.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you know,
Ray's got a real list.
yeah. Ray's got like a super. I was like, oh God, I better put stuff in these notes. Like Ray's got a lot of stuff in these notes. Like, figured after 9 years we should get notes.
Yeah. And I'm a little more on the note program because we do notes for the show, for the No Man's Sky show and for the Fallout show. So
yeah.
I'm used to doing notes. And plus I can't remember anything.
Well, I get that.
So if I don't write it down, I'm not going to remember.
I'm right there with you.
Yeah. Yeah. Usually as soon as I turn around, I'm like, what was that?
What was I doing? Yeah, this brought me back to the round table that Colin and Juan and I did for Shivering Isles, since it's Sheogorath connected, and we had a fun playthrough going through that whole thing. That was a lot longer than Saints and Seducers.
Yeah, like most things in Oblivion.
Yeah, like most
better
things,
and longer.
Yeah, yes. Yeah. So it was kind of fun revisiting like the periphery of it. It was pretty cool. So I started a new character after starting a new character last time.
Oh wow.
Because I realized I had no time to do a Hunter-born I need style character. And I was like, I want to do this. I have no time to do this. I can't. Because you know how long that type of playthrough takes I'm like, I don't have. So I got rid of that. Was really the only two things I got rid of. I got rid of those and hopped in, and then I threw on there's a mod on Xbox that just basically doubles your leveling. So that way I can start at 0 and then, you know, play through something like this and get to like a level 15 or 20. And, you know, as I'm playing through it, as opposed to grinding through it at like 1 and 2 or, you know.
Yeah. There's a good PC sort of SKSE plugin used to be around called the Skyrim Community Uncapper that you were able to just you could multiply your level ups by more than 2. You could like do 4 levels per, you know. But, yeah. So that's probably what the Xbox thing is sort of patterned after.
Probably, yeah. It's nice. It basically doubles it. So like if you're doing like a short run, but you want to start kind of at the beginning, but not take, you know, do all that grinding and stuff to level up. It's a good way to kind of play through something. Like if you want to do one quest line or one whatever, you know.
Oh yeah, totally.
It's like perfect awesome for that. Yeah. Because I'm only really doing this or something else with the character, so it worked out perfectly for it. I did start in Markarth because I wanted to be a cannibal like Ray. And I realized I haven't been in Markarth in a long time in my playthroughs. Like I just don't go out there really unless I have to. So I started.
Usually it's because you're avoiding the Forsworn, right?
Yeah, generally, yeah, because they really are annoying to come across. So I actually started there and kind of wandered around there doing stuff for the first probably 7-8 levels until I ran back and forth between Markarth and Whiterun trying to find Risad.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah, that's a problem.
Did you have that issue as well?
I'm not sure what I had for issues. To be very honest with you, like I was saying in some of the chats, I had a lot of trouble with all of my Wabbajack mod list. And it's something I didn't want to spend the time to figure out what it was, but I could not, even though Saints and Seducers was loaded and clearly loaded, and all the other Creation Club content was working. I could not find the note. I couldn't find the dialogue. When I found Rasad, I couldn't get the dialogue. So finally I said, screw this. And I went back to one of my own personal mod lists in Mod Organizer. My Lucy Pevensey character, points to anybody who knows what that name is about. And she had already, I believe she had already picked up the note. So I was able to progress from there. We can go into that as we go along, but yeah, so that's how I managed to get into the mod.
Yeah, I'm playing with Winter Sun, and so just before I went looking for Rasad, I transmuted a bunch of iron into gold, and because this isn't a Magicka character, I had to wait an hour, and in the process of that, I dropped my favor down, with my deity, and then to make it even worse, when I went to Whiterun, and every single time I had been to Whiterun, Rasad had been outside.
Yeah, that's how I felt. Yeah.
Yeah. And so, I went there. He wasn't there. I'm like, okay, crap. So wait a day, not there. 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 Wait a day. You've been disavowed by your deity.
Oh no. Who was your deity?
It was Riddlethar.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And
so you're Khajiit.
Yeah,
okay,
it's a Khajiit character. Yeah. And so, fortunately, I wasn't really counting on those powers. So, the base power is that you get +10 unarmed, and I'm dual wielding. And then the other, the secondary one, once you get your favor up, is that you get 10% more leveling. But I was already at level 20 and had done a bunch of stuff. I'd gone through the blades. I was up at the temple and got Dragon's Bane and thing. And so I wasn't too worried about that. So I've just kind of let that, he's a Khajiit atheist now.
Oh man,
I think all Khajiit are basically atheists, even though they pretend not to be.
Yeah. That's funny. I ran into my Eek on the way to the first, to the second camp, the one by Fort the one near Castav. I ran into him there. He was like standing next to a boulder next to their camp. I was like, oh, just hanging out. Gotcha.
Yeah.
It's like,
I mean, Ray's character could always worship Skooma Cat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is Sheogorath in ESO, Northern Elsewhere. They had a little storyline where it's this little Alfiq with like a little turban, and his name was Skooma Cat. But it sounded very much like Sheogorath.
Very similar.
Mm-hmm.
I also had to wait at Whiterun after running between Whiterun and Markarth twice, and then I was like, all right, we're not running between these two cities.
Yeah, I've got some kind of map marker thing that shows where the Khajiit caravans are on the map, so
nice.
I can wait and see where they bounce around. But when I went back to my Lucy character, she already had the note, so it was already activated. Go looking for Rasad until the end when you want to get your reward, which is meager.
Yeah. At least it's not the same as when you when the fugitive comes up and gives you an enchanted weapon.
Yeah.
And then the hunter comes up and you say, "Oh, this must be yours," trying to be a nice guy. "Oh yeah, thanks. Here's 1 gold."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah. Whoever wrote that definitely wanted to make sure you never gave that back again.
Yes. That you learn the lesson and take it every other time.
Yeah.
Oh God. Yeah. So basically, Risad's note is that the caravan has been running into trouble with bandits calling themselves Saints and Seducers. They have strange weapons and armor, and then there's 2 locations, I believe, for the 2 camps: the Saints camp, the Saints bandit camp, and the Seducers. The one's over southwest of Whiterun by Brittleshin, not that far away.
Yeah.
And then the other one's by Kastav, right up in the heading up into the mountains a little bit. And they both have elytra nymphs over there.
Yep.
So, which can be. So I, in my one character to do everything character that I still have floating around, I have 2 of these things in that. What's that house right outside of Tundra Homestead or whatever it's called? The one right outside Whiterun. It's part of Creation Club.
I like that one.
Yeah, it's great, but when you have like 8 pets in it, it's not great to get around.
Yeah,
because there's the 2 stupid elytra in there. There's a fox. There's like all kinds of other crap.
It's funny when I brought, because I like personally, my favorite of the Creation Club ones is Hendrheim, so I use that a lot. And I brought both of them up there, but it seems to me when I brought the second one, it sort of canceled out the first one. So I still only have 1 elytra nymph. There's the Manic and the other one. I can't remember which.
Yes.
Yeah. But maybe I did something wrong, but I thought I had 2 and only 1. But it makes that awful stomping noise. It's got a really, it's really annoying.
Yes. Especially when you're sneaking around the other camp and it's clickety clacking all the way around.
Right. Yeah. And it doesn't do anything for you. It doesn't really fight for you. I mean,
no, it just carries.
I send them home right away.
Yeah. You can also send them to different cities and they'll be there too.
Yeah. It'd be nice if they actually did something.
Yeah. I didn't have a home, so I just sent them to Whiterun. Yeah. So I don't know. They're running around the town somewhere over there. Because I had both of them after I'd cleared both camps, which they were not easy clear outs of the bandits there.
No, they're not. They're tough. What level were you?
When I got there, probably level 10.
10,
yeah.
Yeah, I started them at like 13 or 14. Tough.
Yeah, I did a lot of running. In circles, up over boulders, around the other side.
Well, luckily, I had forgot. It had been quite a while since I'd played Lucy. She was mostly a test character for a lot of different graphics mods, good-looking Skyrim, and it's got She's got Hunterborn and I Need and all that stuff that I usually. But I hadn't played her for a while, but I'd forgotten that she was. I had really worked on alchemy with her. So I had a ton of my favorite potion of all is lingering damage health. So I had a ton of really potent lingering damage health potions, like 30 or 40 of them, scaling up because as I made them, I was getting better and better. So I basically used those a lot, both with her. She does one-handed and archery, so both weapons. But so we did the Saints first.
Yeah, I'm trying to. Yeah, the Saints are the ones,
the golden ones.
Yeah,
golden armor.
The armor is also worth a good bit.
Yeah, it is actually.
And there's a lot of it.
And if you have a mod like Ars Metallica or something, you can, which I don't have loaded with Lucy, so I don't really know, but I assume you can smelt it down for gold ingots.
Oh, nice.
So
that's true.
Yeah.
The Seducer armor, which I am currently running around in.
Are you?
Yeah, I feel like Dr. Frankenfurter from
exactly. It's
Horror.
okay, it's pretty good armor, but no, I'm not going to wear that shit. No, thank you.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, it's working.
Yeah. No.
I mean, my entire chest is bare, but the armor seems to be working.
I didn't realize how personally I think bad it looks to me anyway. Because Lucy decided after she finished the Saints and realized that she had to go and kill all the seducers before she progressed the quest. Even though the quest journal tells you at least it implies that you're done with that.
Yeah,
but it won't progress
until you get the other
Rasad
part.
section of the quest. Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah.
So she decided that she was going to go hire a mercenary. So we hired Belran.
Oh, nice.
We like Belran.
Yeah.
And so I thought, well, Belran runs around in leather armor. He needs some better armor. So we went and killed a few seducers, and I stuck him in the, and he looked utterly ridiculous. I thought, no,
oh, God,
no, not going to happen. Sorry.
I think we probably are really just getting a little taste of what women go through when they play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, we have
put
to
on
realize,
the different armors.
Yeah, and this is all Shea Gorath based, so
right.
Yeah.
We're lucky it wasn't more ridiculous.
Right.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if you're male or female. It still looks ridiculous. It's not good armor.
Yeah, I think my character is a horseback fighter, so I've got convenient horses, and
nice.
So Lydia is my follower, and so she stands around and collects them, and then I just run around on horseback knocking them as far away as I can.
Nice. Yeah, the first two camps, I was basically, I think I had at one point found a dwarven bow, unenchanted. I had like nothing. I had very few poisons or anything, like just stuff I had scrounged up here and there. And again, doing the green pact thing, so only using the appropriate items, which question later, what are Spriggans? How do Spriggans fall into the green pact? I didn't look it up, so I'm not sure.
Yeah,
because they have bark and
I think
stuff.
they're corrupted, so
that it's okay.
Yeah,
that's
they
kind
have
of how
to be eliminated.
That's kind of how I went about it. Yeah, was they, used all the pieces of them. But yeah, so my gear was total crap, and I had no potions or anything or poisons. I had like 2 health potions at the first camp I got to, which is, yeah. After finding the gear and stuff, I used like the golden bow, and then slowly upgrade it. And was able to get a few things. And by selling the stuff, I was able to get the Nordic crossbow.
Oh, nice.
So I was like, I'll use that to start because it's at least more powerful. Give me a little start to everything. And I was using flames and stuff like that too. So you clear out those 2 camps, and then you read the journals and all, and you find out that the leaders are Kinthal and Svarig. And then you have to go take out them, right? So they're 2 separate places. Aren't
Kinthal and Svarig at the second camp?
That's where they were for me.
Yeah, the second camp of each thing they're at.
One,
right.
Yeah. So
so the little mini boss fights.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. So they have like 3 or 4 other bandits with them, seducers, saints, whatever, whichever one you're with, and then you have to kind of go through the whole thing there.
The second camp usually, I think both of them had at least one mage of some sort,
an archer.
Usually at least one archer. They are tough. I forget what level they were, in the 16 to 20 range. I think when I was at level 13 or 14, I think, maybe higher. I don't remember, something like that. For me, and for whatever reason, in my Lucy mod list playthroughs / whatever, I'm using just a little digression. I've mentioned this before, but in the original College of Winterhold the first really good, not Obscure's College of Winterhold, but the first one, Immersive College of Winterhold, right? That mod had a map on the second floor outside the Arcanium. You guys remember that map? It's an actual real topographic map of Skyrim, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Somebody took that topographic map of Skyrim and made it into a mod for the map for your game.
Man.
Nice.
And it is, pardon my French, fucking awesome. But I don't know what it did, but it killed my map markers.
Oh, God.
So
Shoot.
I can't see where I'm going really, except to look at the map and see where the marker is. But then I have to go back. So I don't have my compass. So, which is okay. It actually, it adds a little element of quote realism.
Yeah.
So I had a lot of wandering around.
Yeah, and I usually play with iHead with the the compass turned off anyway. So
right. Well, I think it's interactive. I do too. I don't necessarily keep the compass turned off, but I always have iHead running, and I usually do the X to toggle thing. And for some reason, either that map is interacting with iHead or something else is going there, but I can't get the compass. So,
I'll have to go look for that because that was an awesome map.
It is. It's great. I'll say I'll find the mod. It is great.
I had forgotten that this was the mod or creation club thing that took us through the Solitude sewers. Because I remember doing this, and I'm like, oh, this is the one. So we go to the sewers because that's where Thorin is, who was the main antagonist of both of them.
Yeah. Thoron.
Yeah. So he's you got to go through the whole. There's the sewer lid in the middle of Solitude by the shops. Go down in there. Yep. There's a bunch of elytras and spriggans.
There's some awesome alchemy ingredients.
Amazing
really,
alchemy ingredients.
Yeah,
it's
like like totally amazing.
Yeah.
That's actually just a quick aside. That's where I realized I had to finish off all the Seducers first, because when I finished the Saints, there was a prompt in the journal about the sewers, but there was no map marker. I went to Solitude, couldn't find none of the sewer manhole covers were, activated. So then I thought, well, and then I looked at the other quest journal for the Rasad quest line, and there was still an open, an open quest stage in there. So I went and killed all the Seducers, and then when that happened, then I got the note that the sewers were, I had to go to the sewers. So that was a little, I don't know. Seems like it should open up either way.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, I agree. Or make it clear that both have to be done to get there. Yeah, it is a little funky how that kind of works. But yeah, there is a ton of great ingredients down in there. Oh my God, yes. It's so many. Like, especially if you're doing like alchemy, it's all kinds of different stuff that you're not going to come across in the main game. I think a lot of the stuff was from. I mean, there was like a lot of that kind of stuff was in Shivering Isles, but you didn't really have the alchemy that you do here. So it wasn't like, you didn't really use the stuff, but like there was all the funky kind of like the different types of plants and things like that. So, and so you work your way down through the cave, and there you turn a corner, and there's Thoron with, I don't know, a loincloth on, a helmet and a loincloth on. And he's a pretty formidable foe there.
He is,
Does a lot of conjuring. He conjures saints and seducers, actually, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if he turned one, because you get a lot of the scrolls to conjure seducer and warrior, seducer, archer. So I conjured one, and I don't know if he turned it or just immediately killed it and then sent the exact same thing back at me, or if he can turn them. That's what I wasn't sure.
It seems to me that when I read about the, those that you can conjure, it mentions that, you can, but it might not be a good idea.
Yeah. It wasn't.
So I think they're kind of like the storm atronachs that will
attack
turn
you.
on you.
Ooh, nasty. Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of what happened. It may have been that, like, because I was using the stupid fire arrows, and the ones in the game from the creation, they make such a
blow up
gigantic explosion. That,
they're actually pretty good. I like.
They're
those,
awesome, but
and
they
if you
hit
poison them, they're
everything.
Even better. Yeah.
Also, if you're trying to like loot something nearby, everything goes flying everywhere.
Yeah, it's a little hard to track it down.
Yeah. Stuff just like, when you're like, oh no. Yeah, but he's a pretty tough battle there.
Yeah, he reminded me a little bit of Malkoran from the Meridia quest there.
Oh yeah.
He was pretty tough. But I died a couple times. Belrand helped out a lot though. He was in there fighting away, shooting his ice spikes.
Yeah, because he would teleport.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
So I'd go running up to him, start a big power dual flurry attack, and he would just disappear.
Yeah.
And
that's the same as who's the other guy? It's the one in the Goldear quest. He does that too. He teleports away.
Where there's the three of them on the
no, that's the Gunderson.
That's the guy. Oh yeah. You're right. Yeah.
No, the one where you get Goldear as a follower. It's a small side quest, but whoever his enemy is does a lot of teleporting. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't remember his name anymore.
So he has the Ring of Disrobing, which removes your chest slot armor, and also was in Shivering Isles, by the way.
Oh, was it? Cool.
Yes, it was in Shivering Isles. And what was the other thing he had? Oh, the helmet.
Doesn't he have the 4 spell books too? Or is that somewhere else? I can't remember where I got those.
Yeah, there's a spell.
The Conjure Saints, Conjure Seducer.
Whatever. Yeah, that came from him.
Yeah, they were on his. Were they in his area or
in
something?
his little? I think he had either a alchemy table or a enchanting.
I think it was an enchanting table because I think I did some enchanting there.
Yeah. I wonder actually how if you have the Skyrim Underground or the Skyrim Sewers mod loaded, you probably need a patch for that because they use the same manhole covers.
Yeah.
So I'm sure there's a patch for it somewhere.
Yeah,
I would warn anybody who's running those mods to be careful. So yeah, that's sort of the peak of the quest, right? There's some side stuff after that, but that's about it.
Yeah, that's the main part of it, and then of course you get your 300 gold reward.
Yeah. Thank you, Rasad.
Yeah. So there's that. There's the multiple other things you can get. Okay, you learn Amber and Madness smithing. You get the golden and dark smithing, the 2 pet Lytras. And let's see. Oh,
and there's the woman, the what's her name?
Stata's quest. Yeah.
Sata. Yeah.
So when you go there, you get the next like place you go to, you get a carrier is like somebody wants to meet you under the arch by Solitude.
Yeah.
And once you get there, she asks for the item.
It's either the Sword of Jiggalag. She wants either one, right?
Yeah.
Or the something, I forget what the other thing is.
The amber bust of...
Right, yes.
The
piece of amber in the shape of Sheogorath, yeah.
Yes, the Sheogorath-shaped amber.
Yeah.
I gave her the Sheogorath-shaped amber. I was like, well, I don't know. What am I going to do with it? Let's give it to her. I think in the past...
I gave her a couple of katanas.
Did you?
Yeah, me too. Yeah, I said, fuck you. And she attacked me and I killed her. But so Ray, when you killed her, did she disappear?
Yeah.
Well, because did you guys get attacked by the rest of the crew there?
No.
Oh, see.
Yeah, there wasn't anybody else there.
No.
Oh yeah, I got there, and then right as I'm talking to her, it was like, I think it was Seducers.
Oh yeah. See, they hit me up somewhere else.
Oh, okay. And they came after me.
There's like random bands of Saints and Seducers.
Yeah, well, they're avenging
their
chieftains or whatever. Yeah. So you got
So I got hit there with it.
Oh wow.
The first one. So then I got through that, killed them, and as I was like, all right, I'm going to go down to Windhelm because I was going to go to the place by Mistwatch for the that part of it. So I take the carriage to Windhelm because I hadn't been there yet. I get off the carriage and there's the other set of them, and I'm like, ouch. But I was like, oh, I just ran right up the walkway to the guards and.
Oh, good for you.
I was like, well, I am not doing this alone. Forget this. I'm just going to run right up the walkway.
Now, I think they spawn within whatever range because I went. There's a quest prompt to go back to one of the camps to get some clue or something like that.
Oh yeah, yep.
And so I didn't have a fast travel point anywhere near there. And for this, I was just fast traveling. I don't usually fast travel a lot, but it was. And so the nearest thing I had was the Forsaken Cave, which isn't far from Castav, right?
Yep.
So I fast traveled there, and as soon as I spawned there, they spawned all around me. Right? Boom! So I run up the mountain and snipe at them, and while Belrand was so yeah, same. I had the same thing, but again, you get a lot more armor and a lot more stuff. So
yeah.
So my wardrobe back at Hendrheim is like stacked with gold and Saints armor and dark armor. And I thought it was interesting that the dark armor and weapons are slightly better.
They are
slightly higher level than the golden stuff is.
Yeah, they definitely are.
Not sure why.
Because I was using the dark bow because it was better. Mm-hmm. Yeah,
yep, me too. It's like 3 or 4 points better.
Yep.
So so I haven't tried upgrading them yet, and so you get that's where like I was saying before, the writing is really good. So when you go for the mod, whoever wrote some of the books and texts is really well written. You go to the spot near Mistwatch, which is where skeletons usually spawn, and they still spawn there.
They were still there, yeah.
Yeah, but that's where you learn how to use the madness ore and the amber ore and stuff. So at some point, I'm going to want to try smithing that stuff.
Yeah, I've done those in the past. It's pretty good, and that's with it's Vethra is down there, and she's got an apron too, an enchanted apron.
Yeah. Did I get that? I think I must have. Yeah,
it was on. She was wearing it.
It gives you 20% bonus on smithing, right? Yeah,
something like that. Yeah, it might be leveled, but yeah.
And I've got dragons active in this save.
Yeah, me too. Yeah,
and so I started to fight with her, and she ran up to the dragon mound.
Oh,
up to the word wall, and the dragon came down and got me.
Oh, no.
And so Lydia and I had to fight the dragon. Fortunately, I've got Dragon Rend in the dual wield, and all 3 words of the Elemental Fury.
Oh, nice.
And so, between the two of us, we plow through dragons like nothing.
Yeah. Now, Lucy's only just activated the dragons and done enough to get them spawning, but that's about it. I don't think she hasn't even been to High Hrothgar yet. Maybe once just so. But in the books, Lucy is an archer, so I figure I don't have any problems, being a stealthy archer with her as a character anyway. So that's fine. I'm doing a lot of archery with her.
Yeah, when I originally started working with this character, my goal was to be able to do archery from horseback.
Oh, yeah.
And we're not there yet.
Yeah. Neither is the game.
Yeah. Well, I think that might be, more of the issue. Yeah.
Not so much. Yeah. Sadly.
Yeah. So we're pretty much sticking to, swords and horse bash.
Yeah. Yeah. Horse bash is great. I like it. Especially if you hit them just right on and they fly.
Go fly. They go so far.
Yeah. It's almost like I think that's the same mechanic as unrelenting force. No, his unrelenting force. Yeah.
That would be fun if you could giant hammer him.
Yeah, that would be good.
The other thing you can get is if you go down to Crystal Drift Cave, which is down by Riften, and you'll go in there, and then there's what was his name? But if you put a madness or an amber in the
I read up on that, but it's the one I did. It's the one that I did not do. So in the fire,
in the fire you get Nerve Shatter, which is also from Shivering Isles.
Never Shatter. Yeah.
No, it's Nerve Shatter.
Is it Nerve Shatter?
Yeah.
I thought it was Never Shatter.
Yeah.
Okay.
And and it's another. You have to use Amber, I believe, to upgrade it as well. Gadnor, that's the guy.
Does Nerve Shatter have a buff on it, or is it just a name? Because like the Sword of Jiggalag doesn't have anything.
Yeah, it's like the Sword of Jiggalag. It's just named. Yeah. I think they just wanted to add some items from Shivering Isles, essentially.
That's cool. That's
but most of these mods end up adding just kick-ass equipment.
Yeah, usually,
yeah. A lot of good armor. But I'm going to sell all the dark armor.
It is slightly better though.
It is, but I think I can smith up the gold stuff and at least one set of it. Although the gold stuff is the heavy armor, which of course makes sense.
Yeah.
And Lucy is not a heavy armor wearer, and neither is Belrand. Unfortunately, he doesn't. So I might have to go get Goldier, who is definitely a heavy armor dude. I'll get him and fit him out with some golden armor and go. Yeah.
Lydia's in Blade's heavy armor.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And I'm wearing the samurai heavy armor.
Oh, nice.
So they're quite the team.
Yeah.
Both. So she's what is she carrying now? It's hard to keep track because I'm playing another character with her too, and she's got a big dwarven battle axe.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
That we picked up at the storehouse.
I don't know. With Lydia, I can't help myself. I always give her the Axe of Whiterun. It just seems like the right thing to do.
Yeah. She was wearing Whiterun guard armor when we took Whiterun for the Nords.
Sorry,
I have a Nord character that I haven't done the Civil War for the Stormcloaks since the first round table that I joined in.
Oh wow!
And so I went ahead and took him through the Stormcloaks, and he and Lydia plowed through Whiterun. She didn't bat an eye.
Nope.
Oh man!
Hey, she's a house girl.
That's it.
I'm sworn to carry your burdens.
Gosh, she says that line so many times. Yep. Even when I'm about to take 500 pounds of dwarven metal off of her.
Yeah, really. Yeah. I like Gore. He's when I have interesting NPCs loaded. Gore is one of my favorite. Just leave me the meat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But I also spun up another character, and this one is an illusion mage. Oh. I noticed on most of the time when you do illusion, you have to have some kind of a fallback battle weapons type thing to be able to finish off the last guy.
Yeah.
But I noticed in Ordinator that there is the top level perk is the last person afflicted by frenzy when they run out of other NPCs to kill, they end up losing 40 health per second.
Oh man!
when they're within your imposing presence.
Oh wow! I've never used that. That's amazing.
He's such a creative mod author. That is so perfect.
It is
yeah.
kick ass.
That is amazing. Because I love doing an illusion mage, and that makes it like
it is so fun.
Yeah.
And so it's basically a circle around you, 30 meters, and so you can be on one side of a wall completely hidden, and the bandit on the other side that is has been struck by frenzy. Once he gets done killing everybody else in the room, you just hear him go, and die.
Oh man.
Wow.
And then the other request I hadn't done in a long time was the Sheogorath quest.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And
I almost did it.
He
this
also
time.
carries around the Wabbajack.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So, if push come to shove and you need somebody to be a rabbit, they're a rabbit.
That's cool. I think that's a good idea. Maybe that's the next thing I'll do with Lucy. Is go do the Wolf Skull Cave and then come back and do Sheogorath.
Yeah.
It's just so much fun.
Yeah.
I was going to
just a different way to play.
Too.
You're not constantly, slash block heal block slash heal.
Yeah,
illusion's like a really great way to play. I really love it. I've done a bunch of illusion mages, and it's like it's so powerful when you get up there too.
Oh yeah,
when you get up in levels,
and of course I spammed muffle to illusion 100. So.
Oh yeah. Like everywhere you go. Yeah, muffle. Yeah. And
then I think he's like at sneak 70 or 75, something like that at this point. And so he just, sneaks around.
So question, when you guys do mage characters like that, do you always go do the College of Winterhold, or do you sometimes just not even bother and just level up your mage independent of the college?
Yeah. So this one I started at the college.
Oh, yeah.
And so, it was pretty simple to get the gold to afford the muffle spell. I didn't do any of the quests. I think I did go to Sarthal because there is a bunch of stuff there.
Yeah.
That you can sell.
Plus it starts the Mikhail Gunderson or whatever quest if you want to do that, if you want to get that amulet. Yeah. So it's worth doing Sarthal. Yeah. That makes sense.
I didn't do any of the quests. So I didn't start the Sarthal quest. I just went and, looted that area around there.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And then, bought the spell off of Drevis and sat in the Arcanum for, 20 minutes, casting muffle, wait an hour, cast muffle, wait an hour, cast muffle, wait an hour.
Oh, dear. That's funny. I think the only time I've ever, maybe one of the very, very few times I've ever finished the College Mineral was with Slythe Aaron, and he was basically a dual, or not a two-handed, battle axe wielding badass, and had no interest in magic whatsoever. It still became the Archmage. So so I've never actually, I don't think I've ever, in all the many hours I've played, I don't think I've ever made it to the top level master spells ever. So
funny. So I did with this one, I did do the illusion master spell.
What one's the illusion? Is that invisibility?
No, it was, I don't know, something weird. Started with an H. I never use it. I can't remember what it's called now.
Is that a vanilla spell or is it a mod added master spell?
I think it must be a vanilla spell because it's one that Drevis gives you.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And it's a programmed spell because it was in the wiki in his walkthrough.
Oh, okay. Cool.
But yeah, that was, having Ordinator and getting that, having that last, perk really, put the icing on that cake.
Yeah, definitely. That's very cool.
And, typically I do that as part of an assassin. So I'm really, I'm doing daggers.
Yeah.
Along with it, but just running around in robes, sneaking around, causing trouble. I have the mayhem spell, and so I went into the bee and barb and cast it, and then ran upstairs and waited. And it's particularly hilarious because so half the people in there are essential and the other half are not.
Oh boy.
And so there were like 4 or 5 people that died, and then probably 7 or 8 people in there that didn't.
They're all taking a knee.
Yeah, so they would take a knee, and I think the only one that I never saw their health bar go down at all was Brynjolf.
Oh.
But Sapphire and Maven Blackbriar and the whole lot of them were just.
Is Kirava an essential?
Whacking away. Yeah, she was essential.
Yeah.
Wow.
She kept trying to run away. But that was pretty hilarious. And it was, the spell lived up to its name because it was just absolute mayhem in there.
Oh, Hysteria is the one you get for the ritual.
Oh, okay.
Which is essentially rout or
Fury?
No, the one where they flee combat. Not rout.
Oh, fear.
Yeah. Fear, that's it. Yeah. It's essentially the leveled up fear.
Yeah.
And then you can buy after it's completed Mayhem and Harmony, actually, which is
calm
pacify, basically. Yeah, it's the highest level calm spell, basically.
Yeah. Mayhem was all I needed.
Yeah.
It is fun.
Yeah, I really love that illusion play. It's so fun. It's really fun when you go to Solstheim and go through the Reekling cave, like the Reekling caves. There's that one. Maybe it's the one on the way to when you go through to Karstag. There's a lot of them in there, right?
Yeah.
On the way there. Yeah, you go into that, like there's that one big room with all the ice pathways up high and stuff.
Yeah.
If you start like throwing Frenzy down in there, it gets wild. It's like because you're up high when you come into that cave area, and there's like 20 of them down there, and then there's like 5 across the way somewhere. It's a great area to Frenzy.
Yeah, I really wish I'd had my recording running. So I did the quest with that Argonian in Solitude.
Mm-hmm.
He and his sister.
Right.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And so the final bit is you have to go into what is it, Broken Ore Grotto?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, which is a great cave, by the way. That's a
Oh.
beautifully designed level. Yeah,
So great.
And on the wooden scaffolding and the boats that are there are a ton of those high level bandits that are involved in that quest.
Mm-hmm.
And I could just spam because my I put no skill points into anything but magicka. So I've got like 350, 400 magicka, something like that.
Oh my god.
And, plus all of the, the economy spells or perks rather to make the spells cost so little to cast. And so I'm just throwing, frenzy after frenzy after frenzy into this huge batch of bandits. And they're just brawling on this one level. Just, it was It was hilarious. And then, so the bandit chief is the last one standing. He kills, I think, is it Jari?
Mm-hmm.
And so then I lowered the bridge, walked across, and started up the steps and got close enough to his room that the imposing presence kicked in, and you just hear him go, "Ugh." And the quest is complete.
Oh my god!
Awesome.
That was great.
It's good.
Yeah, that was a fun play through a little creation club.
Yeah, it was interesting.
Yeah, it's a good mod.
It was tough, which was fun.
Yeah, for sure. I think I'm gonna try and finish up Namira, because I did go get the ring. I went through the Hall of the Dead there.
Yeah.
Because I was gonna do that, but then I was like, well, let me get to. I'm gonna go back and I got to bring the Priests of Boethia.
Nice. Yeah, Lucy needs some magic. I think maybe we'll do maybe I'll point her in the illusion direction. Inspired to try that out.
Yeah, like Illusion's really fun. I really loved playing Illusion play. It's been a while since I did one, but yeah. But yeah,
I definitely enjoyed the mod. It's a good mod. Good rewards, interesting storyline, sort of, short. But
yeah. Adds a lot.
It's well tied together, because you start learning about the smithing aspect of it, well before you get, anywhere near to, finding out where that mage is.
Yeah. It's very good.
And, everybody has a little bit different opinion of her sanity.
True. Let's see. I was seeing what other ones were. Oh, have we ever done Forgotten Seasons?
Yeah, I thought we did.
I think we did when it first came out, right?
Yeah. I don't think I ever found I don't think I found whatever it is, the artifact you're looking for in the winter section. I don't think I ever found that.
Yeah, I don't remember if I ever finished that.
So maybe we should, I'm up for trying it again. If you want.
Yeah, I mean, I probably haven't played it.
I don't think I've ever done it.
It's just another Creation Club one.
Yeah, it's pretty extensive and also well designed and tough too.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, I have finished.
Yeah, I keep seeing runoff caverns in my on my map.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's a fun one.
I wonder if this is. I'll have to go check and see. Yeah. So, anybody playing anything else besides? You're playing Minecraft, right?
Yes. So we can get into our new segment, Elder Gamers.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm still in Minecraft. What happens is I get sucked in. So I'm searching for an ancient city because I have not seen one yet.
Oh.
And they're under tall mountains, but they're all the way underneath, like in the
they're
dark.
way low. Yeah.
So I've been, exploring new map areas to find high mountains, and then I go way down and see if I can find one. And I so far been completely unsuccessful.
Oh, no, really?
But in the meantime, I just keep, so I have a big board in my one village that I put the map sections on. So right now I think I have 7 fully expanded map sections on the board, all tied together. So a pretty big area explored.
Wow. That's big.
If you actually post a map in a village, if you make a frame and post the map on it, it'll leave a green marker on the map as well, so you know how to get back to the village.
Oh, that's nice.
So I mark every single village. That way I know where to go. Or like if I'm like sailing or something, I'll like throw one up where I leave my boat so I can get back to it. But yeah, I'm still searching for the ancient city. That's my thing right now. So in the morning when I wake up before work, I'll travel some, see if I can find some mountains. I go as far down into whatever cave is nearby as I can, and hopefully I find it. And if not, I find some diamonds and I come back up.
Yeah. As far as I know, the grandkids have, because that's what I play Minecraft with them. They haven't found any ancient cities yet either. So
yeah, that's really all I'm looking for at this point. So that's that's where I'm at.
That's cool. Well, I played one game, but unfortunately, I'd been planning on getting it and playing it more so I could report on it more, but I only managed to buy it last night and play about 45 minutes, and that's Stray. And Stray is, you play it as a cat. And so, of course, it's very much a game I've been looking forward to. It's been out on the PS4/5 since January. And it's a lot of fun, but I only managed to play about 45 minutes of it last night, up to the first sort of, battle, whatever. But if you're a cat lover, it's a lot of fun.
Oh, cool. I'm going to have to check that out.
Yeah. It's a $30 game. It's a mid-price game. You can meow and there's lots of little side things where you do cat-like things and stuff. That's a lot of fun. But and there's a storyline. You're a member of sort of a cadre of 4 cats who are hunters, and there's no humans around at all. And you run off with your 3 buddies, and you slip and fall down into this pit. And the game is you're trying to get back to your buds on the surface of this sort of post-apocalyptic world, I guess. It's hard to tell. I'm not really sure. There's mostly androids down in the undercity, and little mechanical creatures, and no other living, organic living creatures that I've found yet. So, but it's beautifully designed. The sets are beautiful. It's really nice game. It's a lot of fun. But like I said, I've only played about 45 minutes.
Yeah.
So, but I would give it it's definitely a buy. It's getting great reviews, so I assume the continued gameplay is good.
This beer is not getting good reviews, by the way.
I'm sorry. What is the beer?
I don't remember what it was. Somebody brought it for us, and he said the place was hit or miss. It was supposed to be hazy, but I can literally see you guys through it.
Yeah.
So I was like, no, I guess I got to finish it anyway. But yeah.
Well, my Manhattan is perfectly clear. I can see. Yeah.
I've never been a fan of the hazies.
Yeah.
I spent too many years trying to make clear beer into.
Yeah.
Well, this one is clear. Apparently, it's a clear hazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think if they sit around long enough, they clear out.
Yeah.
So and with hazies, you have to drink. They have to. Basically, they have a shelf life.
Yeah.
More so than most other beers.
Yeah.
I think the one hazy that I had reminded me of drinking a spoonful of hops, which is not good.
Yeah. No. Yeah. That's a little too much.
Yep. Yeah. And just the reason I've actually tasted a spoonful of hops is I went over to brew at a buddy's house, and basically their tradition, it's your first time brewing at their house. You have once the brew is done, you go through, you grab a spoonful, and you.
Oh,
they were
man.
They were nice enough to take the spoonful with me, but it still wasn't good.
Oh man. Oh man.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny. Is this updated, right? Was there another New Man's Sky update?
Yeah, so it is the endurance update, and it's completely changed the freighter building interior.
Oh, cool.
You can build on the inside and the outside, and also added some new frigate types. So definitely having a lot of fun with that one.
Awesome.
Cool.
And then I also loaded a game. It's a mod. It's a standalone mod that has all 3 Stalker games in it. And so it's got all the locations and all 3 maps knitted together. And it's just you against the zone. And I'm going to have to go through and I played on the easiest setting, their base easy setting. And, you start out with almost nothing. And so I set off, looking for some loot drops. And as soon as I walked out of the rookie camp, I was killed by a cat.
Oh, man.
A little irradiated cat.
Oh man.
And that pretty much set the tone for that game.
I guess
I never got more than probably 100 meters away from the rookie camp without dying. And so I'm gonna have to work on those settings. It's an incredible mod. I mean, it's got pages and pages and pages of options that you can control.
Wow.
And it's just really beautifully done. But I've watched some people do playthroughs on it, and it looks amazing. And it looks, it's like, oh man, I remember that place, and oh yeah, that place was great. But I can't get out of the rookie village.
Oh well.
Those darn cats.
Yeah. But, I also started Far Cry 3.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, cool. Good.
Okay.
So I just got started on that and haven't had much time with it. The 3 characters that I'm running on Skyrim right now. It's really hard to find time to do anything else. It's so weird.
Odd how that happens, isn't it? It's very strange.
Well, I hope you enjoy Far Cry 3 because it is a great game.
Yeah, it's certainly a beautiful game.
Yeah, it's beautiful and it's good characters, really good bad guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was really the first Far Cry that sort of set the tone for the next 3, 4, 5, and 6. Because the first 2 of them were, they were old, a little bit older gameplay, a little janky, a little, but 3 really upped the game. So that's the first of I sort of think of as the modern.
Yeah, I for whatever reason I really feel pushed to do the main storyline, and so I've been recently trying to put the brakes on, and because it's always so urgent. It's like, oh my god, if you don't save your friends right now, you're going to die.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Now find some outposts. Yeah, definitely. Just take over some outposts.
Yeah.
That's my favorite part of the games. I don't, I'll do the storyline.
That's my favorite part of Far Cry 5 was to
absolutely
to liberate all the locations. But that one you never really in Far Cry 5 I never really felt like I had to get that main storyline pushed through. But this one, having to save your friends before they get killed is.
Don't worry, you'll save them.
So is it like most other games where they make it sound all urgent, but get to it when you get to it?
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah. But wait, there's flowers to pick.
That's right. And pigs to kill.
Yeah.
Because I need a better wallet.
Yeah, that's right. Gotta have those damn wallets.
Yeah. I've been I was quarantined for about a week and a half, so my Xbox was in the living room, and only game I was able to play was Fallout 4 streaming.
Oh, okay.
Because on my PC I haven't updated any of Skyrims or anything, so I'm just like nothing was working, and I'm just like, all right, I'll just stream this. And I used to be able to stream ESO, but for some reason couldn't stream that either. So I'm like, all right, I'll start Fallout 4. And I started a brawler character, and I'm trying to do the Minutemen, because I've never done Minutemen ending. So I figured I'm gonna work my way through that, and I'm doing a little bit of the quests on for some of the other factions and getting everything going. But I'm I'm gonna try to build up all the they call it the camps, and
do all the Preston Garvey quests.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
I think the only issue right now I have is my intelligence is 1. So,
ouch.
so
do you take Idiot Savant?
Yes, I am
okay.
level 2 for Idiot Savant.
Perfect.
And I basically it's a high strength, high agility, and high luck build.
Okay. And you're all unarmed?
Yep. Basically just using the modified knuckles.
Okay. So have you been to Outpost Simonja yet?
I have not been to that one because that one always scares me.
Yeah, so you might want to pick up a rifle for that one. Or some explosives.
Yeah. Usually what I do on that one is I drop a bunch of, because I'm usually on the bridge.
On the bridge, yep.
And I drop a bunch of landmines around me before I go up, and then I sit there and just snipe everybody. And usually the guy in the power armor is the guy.
Yeah, with the fat man.
Yep. He's the guy.
So as an unarmed character, you'll have to stand on the bridge and jump up and down, go nanny nanny boo boo, and see if you can get him to come chase you.
Yeah, I have a sniper rifle that's working.
Okay,
it still takes a lot of shots. The one nice thing is that I've taken some of the sneak perks, which up the damage. So I need to, and I just need to go through it. But I know that once I get high enough in this build, I've actually taken on a suicider where I've actually like punched the suicider and he's blown up right in front of me, and I take almost no damage.
Yeah,
it's really crazy because you also end up taking like rooted and a couple others. So you take still take damage, but not quite as much as it.
Yeah. So you said high agility too. So are you high enough to get blitz?
Yep, I got blitz.
Nice.
So that's also really nice because it's almost as good as sniping, just because the amount of distance you can actually travel to hit other enemies. And then I have a really high sneak as well.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's good with rooted too, because with blitz, when you teleport to the to the enemy, the game considers you stopped.
Yep.
In front of them, and so
I think that's how I was able to kill a suicider.
Yeah.
Right now, I sit there and I just snipe the football.
Yeah.
Because I went and did the Grey Garden, and I did their quest, and that one was fun.
Yeah.
Because there's nothing scarier than hearing the.
Yeah.
That is true.
And that's pretty much been my gameplay. But I've been having so much fun that right now I just log into ESO for about 5 minutes. I get whatever my daily stuff is, and only just because in a couple days I'm supposed to get a personality, just because I fell so far behind. And that's really the reason I'm kind of doing that. So it's been nice to take a break from ESO and actually enjoy another game.
Do something else, yeah. Well, maybe next time I'll play something other than Minecraft.
Yeah. Hey, I played something other than ESO. So
that's fair. That's fair. It's hard because a lot of my gameplay is in the morning before work, and it's like I really can't get into something that's new. It's just something I have to hop into that's mindless, like I'm drinking my coffee.
Yeah, that's
kind of thing, you know.
Yeah,
we're remodeling the kitchen, and I'm building all the cabinets, so I got like
that had been my issue as well, just because all the gardening and everything that we're doing in our home. I mean, I go and I have dinner with my wife. We'll watch a couple episodes. Next thing I know, it's like 9:30. I have about half hour to an hour just to play something, and it's like I can't get into anything really. So I just kind of go into ESO and just do some quick daily
Exactly.
quests and stuff, and
Yeah.
then go to bed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you know what
it's-
you're getting into. Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
Because when you get into like another game, like last night, it was like 10 o'clock at night, and I started playing Fallout 4, and next thing I know, it's 3 o'clock in the morning.
I guess I'm luckier there because my later evening gameplay between 9 and 10 involves me sitting in front of starting a game and then falling asleep.
Yeah,
that's computer.
That would be me.
So-
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
when you've been homesick and your sleep
Yeah.
schedule is all screwed up.
yeah,
That's true. Yeah.
I get it. Yeah.
It's all whacked
Yeah.
out. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's a good
And-
point. Yeah.
So, because normally, like, yeah, I'll use like like I said, I'll play 9:30, and then I wake up and my character's doing circles.
Yeah, that's right. And there you go, folks. That's what it means to be an elder gamer.
This
You
is true.
basically Fall asleep in front of the TV.
Unless you get to the point where Ray is at, then you don't have to get up in the morning.
Yeah.
Then you just time is just a construct at that
That's
point.
right.
And
Yeah,
Look at the number of the
his
times that my wife and I look at each other and say, "Is it Wednesday?"
That's right, yeah.
Oh my god, that's basically Connor's summer life. I'm like,
Oh yeah.
I was like, yeah, you got a haircut tomorrow. He's like, no, I have a haircut on Friday. I'm like, yeah, tomorrow is Friday. That is when you have the haircut. He's like, oh, tomorrow's Friday. I'm like, I know all the days just blend together when you're up all night. I realize that, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember when, if I wasn't in school or if I wasn't working,
yeah,
I would have no clue what day it is.
no idea. Yeah, no need to.
Oh, it's the weekend.
About the
It's
closest
same as
thing I
every
have
other
to
day.
keeping track is my little daily pill box.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man. Well, we'll get together next time and we'll see what kind of forgotten seasons we got done. I'm not sure how long it is, so I mean, it may not be the whole thing. So
I think it's a little more involved than Saints and Seducers. In fact, I think it's a little more complex anyway.
yeah, I think you're right. So we may break that one up a little bit.
Yeah.
It's,
Yeah, let's see.
as we said, we may be falling asleep playing and
Yep.
randomly things like that.
Yep. I'll wake up for the next podcast.
Yeah.
I'll have to look
I'll
and see.
try this.
Maybe I'll take the mage through that one. I'll have to see what those quests are like.
Oh yeah. Take the illusion mage through that. That would be interesting. Yeah. Oh gosh.
Yeah.
All right, everyone. Well, thank you for listening. As you can always check out the other shows as well. Fallout Feed, Butcher Baker Canstick Maker in Space. How many A's are on that now? I forget.
3 A's.
3 A's. Of course, Dames Who Game.
Yep. Yeah, we'll be recording a new episode very soon
Oh, with all the endurance update.
with all the endurance update info. So
Nice.
hopefully I'll have that posted by Thursday or Friday.
Oh,
Nice.
cool. For all your No Man's Sky needs. All right. I guess we'll see if we can do it in like 2 weeks. It'll be the day after I run a 12-hour race in the heat. So we'll see how live I am.
Well, hopefully it won't be so hot. Yeah.
Yeah, let's keep our fingers crossed it's not 95 degrees that day.
Okay.
It is August, though, so this is what it is.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. I'm just waiting on my AC. Mm.
All right. Take care, everyone.
Night, everybody.
Bye bye.
Good night.